Hey everybody, it's Silver Seeker. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about current silver premiums. That is right, we have been following the silver premium trend going all the way back to the beginning of the silver squeeze back in February of 2021. That has now been 16 months, and we have watched the rounds and eagle premiums go up and down in that amount of time. I've been following it for quite a long time. We've done a lot of these videos. But what we're going to do today is show you the premiums, and then I'm going to tell you about something that I'm going to be starting that's going to start including a lot more online retailers as well as local coin shops. So I think you guys will be interested in that. If you hang out till the end of the video for some of that information, there will also be a link to a spreadsheet so you can check it at any time and follow along as we track these premiums. But really quick, if you are new here, do me a favor, go down below and make sure you are subscribed, and don't forget to smash that like. It really helps me out and I greatly appreciate it, so thank you. All right, so let's get started. We are going to take a look at APMEX to start us off with generic rounds. So we're going to look at the three retailers we've been following. APMEX right now, if we look at the 1-19 check and wire price, we always ignore the extra that you pay for credit card or PayPal, and we look at their current rated spot price of $22.46. That, of course, is at the time that I took the screenshot. You can see that they have a premium for 1-19 ounces at $28.45 or $5.99 over spot. So that is basically $6 over spot for 1 ounce generic buffaloes. That is still quite high, but let's keep going. Our next online retailer that we've been following these last 16 months is Provident Metals. Now, Provident Metals is just a little bit cheaper than APMEX. Their check and wire price at $28.33 with their spot price showing at $22.44 at the time that I took the screenshot means that they have a premium on silver buffaloes of $5.89 over spot, a savings of 10 cents. And both of these retailers, by the way, if you bought 20 to 99, you do save 30 cents an ounce, putting you at $5.59 for Provident, $5.69 for APMEX. All right, our final of the three that we have been tracking going back 16 months is SD Bullion. They're not a whole lot cheaper, but as you can see, they have it at $5.69 over spot. They had their silver spot price at $22.39 with a cost of $28.08, which is $5.69 for check and wire. And again, you save 30 cents with SD Bullion as well if you bought 20 to 99 ounces. And the number continues to go down from there for all of those. So taking a look at our historical data, now we have extra data going all the way back to February, but we cut it off because I ran out of room. But if we look at this, going back to 8/31 of 21, it was $3.80 over spot for SD Bullion, $4.49 for APMEX, $4.19 for Provident. You can see those numbers stayed the same. They went up a little bit in March. They went up a lot in April. In fact, we did that video in April, and it was blowing me away how fast the premiums have went up from less than a month. 3/7/2022 to 4/4/22. SD Bullion went up $1.50. APMEX went up $1. Provident went up $1.50. As you can see, SD Bullion has actually went up another 29 cents in the last 2 months at $5.69 over spot. APMEX at $5.99 stayed the same, and Provident at $5.89 stayed the same. Now, one other thing I'll add is we are always looking for their lowest price that doesn't include a sale. So some of these websites do have certain silver rounds on sale that will save you 30, 40, 50 cents an ounce, maybe even more, but we were looking for their regularly priced silver rounds, and this is what we found, as we always do. Now let's take a look at Silver Eagles, and we'll start with APMEX. So APMEX has 1 ounce American Silver Eagle coins, BU random year. Again, cheapest ones we can find on the website, not including sales or calls. We're looking at BU coins, of course. They have 1-19 Silver Eagles at $38.44 with a spot price at the time I took the screenshot of $22.45. That is a premium of $15.99. Holy cow. You save 50 cents if you buy 20 to 99 and another 50 cents if you buy 100 to 499. But even if you bought 499, you're still paying $14.99 over spot. Imagine $14.99 times 499. That is huge. In fact, if you do the math in your head, that is almost $7,500. Holy smokes. Premium that you would pay on, one coin less than a monster box. All right, taking a look at our next one, SD Bullion has them quite a bit more reasonable at $11.29 over for their 1 ounce American Silver Eagle coins random year at $33.67 per ounce with a spot price showing at $22.38 at the time that I took the screenshot. That is $11.29 over spot. They save 30 cents at 20 to 99, another 20 cents at 100 to 499. So a little bit less of a savings as I go up, but an overall cheaper price regardless. So you can't get mad at that. And then finally, we have JM Bullion. Now, JM Bullion comes in with a little bit lower of a premium at $10.99 than SD Bullion, but you'll notice with their e-check wire price at $33.46, with their silver spot at $22.47 of $10.99, you will notice that they do not have any discounts for tiering. So if you were to buy a lot, for example, and you went back to SD Bullion, you would actually save money at $100 to $4.99 or lower with SD Bullion than you would JM Bullion. That being said, for 1 to 20, you definitely have the best deal of the 3 that we have been tracking here. So let's take a look at the numbers. As you can see, our Silver Eagle premiums have went up and down quite a bit. This one, we're only tracking back to February of this year. We have previous videos that show us going all the way back to February of last year. And like I said, we are going to have something that fixes all of that data and puts it all together very, very soon. But as you can see, SD Bullion in February was at $9.69 over spot. They jumped to $12.49 and then quickly to $15.50 from March to April. And now they're back down to $11.29. As you can see, ABMEX went from $10.99 to $13.99 to $15.99. And today they're still there. So they have yet to drop their pricing. And by the way, it's white, not red, because the numbers didn't go up. They stayed the same. And then JM Bullion went from $10.90 to $13.79 to $15.89. And right now at $10.99. So as you can see, our premiums are changing quite a bit. Okay, so the final thing I want to show you is a project that I started with Silver Eagles, Silver Rounds, Constitutional, and more. And I'm going to be tracking the premiums every single month on a spreadsheet. And I'm going to give you a link for that spreadsheet down below. It's just a Google sheet, so anyone can visit it and take a look at it. But as you can see, we did any date Silver Eagles, and you can see here's our numbers from today with a spot price of $22.34 is what I got off of Kitco. You know, the numbers will vary a little bit, but I do the premium math based on their spot price. And as you can see, the 6 dealers that I tracked today for any date Silver Eagles, as you saw, 3 of them, but we have 6 here: $15.99 APMEX, $11.29 SD, JM at $10.99, Hero Bullion at $10.65, which was the cheapest of the 6, Provident at $15.89, and Money Metals at $12.49. And then I also called some LCSs. Now, the reason I'm not doing LCS calls in this video is all 5 of these LCSs that we called for all 4 of these tabs I'm going to show you are all in 2-party consent states. In other words, to record them, I would have had to tell them what I was doing. So I didn't record. I just called and got the data, and they were happy to provide me with their numbers. So as you can see, we had the 1160 or 1175 from 1, 1250 from 2, 14 from number 3, 15 from number 4, and number 5 was completely out. And as you can see on the sheet as well, that gives you an average. So you can see the average of these 6 online retailers is $12.88. The average of the local coin shops that I called is $13.31. In the future, we'll call other different LCSs, ones that I can talk to in 1-party consent states, so you can hear those phone calls in the video. But I figured I would include states like California and Florida and other places that I can't normally call in our videos because I can't record them without letting them know that they are being recorded. We can also look at current year Silver Eagles, and the reason I did this sheet is because, as you know, the 2022 Silver Eagle premiums are much higher. So take a look at this. SD Bullion is $15.79, whereas they were only $11.29 on random dates. So you can see we got the average here for current year at $15.50 and $14.83, which is higher both local and online between current year and any date. And then generic Silver Rounds, you can see we have our average of 6 different online retailers at $5.55, and our average of local coin shops at $5.27. So LCSs are a little bit cheaper. And then Constitutional, we have our average online retail price. This is for $10 face value. And the reason, by the way, I do $10 face value and not $1 face value is because it's unfair for online retailers. There's a lot of labor that goes into, creating and shipping out packages. So typically with online retailers, if you buy $1 face value, you pay a lot more. Just to give you an example, some of these online retailers, if you bought just $1 face value at a time, it's close to 26 to 27 times face. Whereas if you buy $10, it's like 22. So, you get the idea. You buy 10, you get a huge discount just because there's so many less packages to make. But as you can see, the average, this is how much melt over spot, or over melt, how much over melt, I'm sorry, is $6.51. So in other words, if you take spot, which at the time was $22.34, you multiply that number times 0.715, that's how many ounces of silver you have in a dollar at face value, and then you subtract that from what they're selling it for per dollar, and this is how you get these figures. So APMEX at 607 over, SD Bullion at 593, JM Bullion was sold out. They had 90%, but I couldn't find any $10 rolls or $10 bags. Hero Bullion at 516, they were the cheapest. Provident and Money Metals both in at over 7 at 762, 777 for an average of 651. And LCSs, we had 510, 703, 603. This one was 1103 for an LCS. I was blown away. And the reason all these are ending in 03 is because, you know, they're usually like, yo, yeah, 22 times, 24 times, 25 times. And so the numbers just come out to 03, you know, when you do the math, with an average of 704. So like I said, this spreadsheet is going to be available for you online. I'll put a link in the description below. You can just bookmark it. You won't be able to edit it, but every time I do one of these videos, I will update this spreadsheet, and I'm going to go back and add some historical data from some of the other ones for some other sheets as well you can take a look at, so you guys can actually see the numbers going up and down. But as we continue to do these videos over the years, you will be able to see what the premiums were like each and every month as they went up and down with the market. So guys, that is what I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little bit. If you did, like I said earlier, do me a favor. Don't forget to go down below and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so I do appreciate that you guys watch them, hit the like button and all that. Thank you so very much. And with that said, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope, again, you enjoyed the video, and you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.